Hey guys, my name is Jennifer and I am Jenofeve Designs. Today we're going to work more in our ephemera holder album. Ephemera folder holder, ephemera holder album. I don't know what to call it. I have a playlist specifically for this album from beginning to end, step by step. If you want to start at the beginning and make this along with me, I will link that up here and down in the description box. And it starts with the introduction to the Basically Amazing Foundation templates, and then the Basically Amazing add-on scrap journal, and then there might be some, there might be a video about the flip through of the scrap journal. I'm not really sure what I ended up putting in there because I haven't released any of the videos yet. I'm trying to record them as many as I can. I haven't even edited any of them yet. And then edit them and try to get them out quickly for you guys. I don't know if that works out better or worse. I haven't figured out if that's good or bad for me yet. But anyway, so these are templates available on my Etsy shop. With this album, we're using the Basically Amazing Foundations and the Basically Amazing Scrap Journal add-on. So those are available on my Etsy shop, link down below. There's a whole section in my Etsy shop just for the Basically Amazing. It's a system, so you have the foundations, you have 2 decorative edge add-ons, you have the scrap journal add-on, you have the photo mats add-on. They all go together, all of the add-ons, except for the photo mats. You have to have the foundations templates in order to use them properly. Okay, so today we're going to talk about sticker paper, printable ephemera. We're going to talk about store-bought ephemera. We're going to talk about vintage ephemera. We're going to do a little bit of everything, I think, in this video. So I'm going to show you how to add a journal into your elastic. Add another one into the one fin, because this is a 2-fin album. So we're going to do that. And I do not remember what I did last. So I'm just going to show you, because a lot of it's repetitive, so I did do a lot of it off camera. So I was just going to walk you through what I've done. Okay, so this is the cover. And I added, and the mats that you put on the pages are totally up to you. You choose whichever configuration you like. They are not permanent. They're not attached down. They are just slid under the elastic. So they can be removed. They can be swapped out. They can be moved around. All of that. So I've got my hoe reinforcements. I've got the plain white ones down here. And then I've got some that I've colored with different inks. Some I've sprayed with inks. Those were sprayed. These are just different colors. Like these are more of the bluish, greenish. These are green and brownish. You know, and then there's some purple, some deep purple, and some pinks. And then over here, I actually used some gilding paste to color these, and I thought that was really pretty. I might show you how I did that in a different video. And then I've got a couple empty. And then on the back here, I've got some of the ones that I foiled. These I actually foiled with green foil, but these, I think I did both of these on camera at some point. So I did go ahead and do that. And then the next pages, these are some of the labels. So I used the 4 slip pages for these. And these are just some of the labels that are part of the scrap journal, the add-on scrap journal. These are the rectangle ones. These are the square ones. These are the circle ones. Some of them are stickers and some of them are just paper. I didn't put all of them in here yet. I just did this really quick last night so I could get a feel for what I needed or what I wanted. And then here's that experiment page where I took the page protector, cut it into the right size, and then I've stuck the stickers down onto here. Now, I can already tell you, they do come off, but it's hard getting up underneath them with my fingernail. So I still have to use a pokey tool to get up underneath. And another thing I've noticed is, let me grab that page I made. I'm pretty sure I made this on camera, so I'm going to grab it. If I can find it. Here it is. I was going to, this is a whole full page that I made of the plastic sleeve for inside of here, but I thought it was really messy looking and I didn't really care for that. So, but that's okay. You can do it if you like. But I did notice that once I start taking these off of the plastic, you have to stick them down to paper pretty much because they don't want to come off very easily. Not like they do over here on this release paper. So they come off and can go right back on super easy. Okay, so this is printed on stick, and we'll talk about sticker paper in just a little bit. But I kind of wanted to point that out. So I haven't taken these off yet because I don't want to waste the sticker. So I'm just gonna hang on to it. So when I need a square label that's a sticker, I'll have it raring to go instead of wasting it. So I just matted this page with release paper. So whatever you can find that's like this, I would suggest that you experiment, but we did that in the last video. Pretty sure we did. But this is the best I've found so far. The best option. And then here are some circle labels. The circle labels are equivalent to circle punches. So like this is a 2.5 inch circle punch. I think this is a 2 inch circle punch. And then this is a 1 inch circle punch. And this one is 1.5 inch circle punch. So they're all related to circle punches sizes, so it's easier. Circles are harder to trim out by hand, but squares and rectangles are easy. So here's the other squares that I had already printed on sticker paper, so I just stuck it on here. And then back here are the tabs. Part of the scrap journal add-on, you get 2 different sizes of tabs, and I used them over here in the back here. So I'm going to show you. So these are printed onto sticker paper as well. And then here I've got, just in case I like the plastic page on here, I've got another one cut ready to go, and I've kind of paper clipped it here, so I'll use that. If I end up liking that, I'll put that there, but it's not stuck down yet. But these were printed onto sticker paper. And then these are the rest of them from those 2 sheets. So you get a lot on each one of the sheets that you printed out. So these are the larger ones, and these are the smaller ones, and these are all printed on to sticker paper, and I use the 4 slot for that. And then we've got a bunch of blank pages because I figure I can add more pages for my hoe reinforcements. I can put my photo corners that I color in here. So I just kind of wanted to leave those pages blank for now. I didn't want to add anything on there that I might need to change out. So I'm just going to leave that there. So that's one fin. So on this back fin, I had, let's see, how many pages did I end up putting in here? I've got that one white, this is the white page that we made. Do you remember in the last video or the video before that? I can't remember. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we had 5 sheets before we added the white page that we made to put these, to mat them with the release paper. So then I said I'm going to print, I had printed 5 more of the background designs that come with the scrap journal, and I made them all into pages, but I don't think I added them all. 1, 2, 3. No, I only added 3, so I have a few more that I have not used. So what I did here is, if you can see, labeled them. So the first one says 3 by 4 and smaller, and then the next one's 4 by 6, and then 5 by 7 and miscellaneous. So it says basically amazing photo mats on the front here. It's hard for you. And I wrote it in pencil just in case I end up using this for something else. I could just erase it, which is what I did on this one. This was my prototype. That didn't say anything, but I have emptied this out now because I'm going to use it for something different. So it said basically amazing photo mats right here, and I just erased it because it was just pencil. We're going to put, I think we're going to put store-bought ephemera in here and vintage ephemera and things like that in here. If we have time, I'll get to that later. So this is the second fin and the second journal, but I think what we're going to do is we're going to move this one onto this fin, and then we're going to add some other ones onto this fin. Okay, but what I did was I added, did I say 1, 2, 3? I went through and I decided that how many pages I needed for each photo mat, and these are some of the smaller photo mats that come in the add-on photo mat. These are ones that I already had printed off, so I just kind of stuck them in here so you could see what I was talking about. And I did kind of circle punch this top here just in case things, it's harder, believe it or not, it's harder to get to that top one than it is to get to the rest of them. So yeah, so then I've got the 4 slits on the back here. These are photo mats that I've either printed and didn't use, or left over, or stamped on and I didn't need it, or, well, they're all printed that I didn't use. And some of them have the background designs on them, some of them don't, some of them are paper, some of them are cardstock. So I tried to separate them out that way, and these can go either way. I was going to use the bigger sections, but I thought, no, this way I can separate them out a little bit better. So if I wanted to, I could go and turn them all to their side here, and I would be able to see a little bit easier. So I might end up doing that at some point. So I've got 2 pages of 3x4s. These are blank, and these one have something printed on them, right? So, and then I left an empty set because I know I've always got extra photo mats, always. The next section is 4x6 photos. I did use, no, I still use the 4 because I thought the same thing. I could just turn them on their side, and I can put as many as I needed to. I could separate them out as many times as I needed to. You see what I mean? You can't put anything on the top with this particular, with the 4x6, but it's there just in case we swap it out. Again, these are written in pencil, so I can change it out anytime I want to. Again, back here, these are all the ones that are printed on. Some are on paper, some are on cardstock. But this way you can see what I have. So these are landscape, and these are portrait style. These are landscape. These are backgrounds. This is the postcard background, and then this is the, what's that called? The labels that's included in the scrap journal. Not the photo mat part, but the background part. And then I've got some more back here, and I think these are on cardstock, yeah. So you can separate them out however you want to. And then back here is the 5x7 section. So, whoops. I just used the long slit, and I didn't make it a pocket either way, so you could use it either way you want to. But with these bigger pieces, I'm just going to use that side. So there is blank ones. Here's cardstock. This one's paper. This one's cardstock. This one is, oh, these are folded like booklet. These are ones that I printed off and have not used. So I just folded them. I cut them out and folded them and just stuck them in here because you can use them as a booklet or you can cut them apart. And then back here are just miscellaneous sizes. These are part of the add-on photo mats. We just don't use them very often. They do fit on certain pages, so you can have a look at that. These are ones that were printed that just didn't get used. And then that's it. That's all I did for the photo mats. But you can see we can add a lot more pages in there if we need it, if and when we need it, and as often as we need it. So the next thing I did off camera was, remember how we made this page and I had forgotten, I had forgotten about the thing that I had added into the page 27 that I had added into the templates, right? So I showed you how to make that in the Oops, I Forgot video. So there's a cover. Here's the one that I made that I had forgotten, you know, and I made this prior to the Oops one. I think what I'm going to do with this is I'm going to cut it down to a page size because it's barely bigger than a page size as it is. Because I don't want to not use it, because what I end up doing is making another cover the right way with the same paper, because I really like this paper. This one's Antique Papery. I think it's Sophia's Garden. I wrote it down somewhere. Yeah, Sophia's Garden. I have it linked down below. So I have these 2 covers, and I think I'm going to trim this down to make it into a page. I'm going to do it right now, actually. It may not be that far off. Just a little. So I'll end up inking that up. And then I have some, these are 2 of the pages that are left over from when I told you I printed 5. I made 5 more sets of pages. Those are those 2 that are left that I didn't use. And then this one is the one I made where we printed off the letters of background design. Oops. So I have, what's that make, 4 pages now? I have 4 pages that are ready to go for the large. So I thought, and 2 covers, so I thought I would move the photo mat journal part onto this part and then make 2 more sections for the second fin. Okay, but before we do that, let's talk about stickers and sticker paper. I will link everything down below as best I can, as I'm just going to shut that. All the different options. If it's at a certain store, I'll list the store. If it's linked to my Amazon, the link to my Amazon list specifically for this project will be down there. But I have all kinds of options for you. So we're going to start with actual sticker paper. So Avery makes a sticker paper, and I found one at scrapbook.com makes a sticker paper. You get 10 sheets. It's matte white with the scrapbook.com paper, and then you get 15 matte white from Avery. Now, Avery sticker paper is a lot more expensive than the scrapbook.com sticker paper. The scrapbook.com sticker paper is thicker than the Avery sticker paper. But I did want to tell you a few things about a scrapbook.com sticker paper and Avery sticker paper. So let's start with the scrapbook.com. This one you get the most bang for your buck, and I do like it. I like it that it's thicker. One thing I do not like about scrapbook.com's sticker paper is that you can't tell the difference between the front and the back. I printed off a whole sheet of labels on the wrong side. Actually, I think I did a few sheets on the wrong side. I was not happy with myself. So the only thing I can say, I mean, I checked. Now I have to check every time I go to print on it. But I think, I don't know 100%. The smoother side, it's harder to tell this though, I'm just saying. The smoother side is the sticker side, and the rougher side is the backing. That's the best way I can describe it. Besides, I think you should probably just check it every time if you're unsure. And I wish that it would, if this had like a, if this had like slits to where you could peel the sticker back, the backing off easier, you would be able to know which one was the right side, right? So that's the thing about this one that bothers me. But the Avery is thinner sticker paper. Well, thinner sticker paper, and you can tell the difference. This is the sticker paper and this is the back, right? That's really nice. But can you see where it's slit? You can see it through on the front. Now I haven't printed on this yet to be able to show you. I didn't need anything, so I didn't want to print. But this is thinner than this. So this is the only thing, and the price. This is the only thing that, you know, that I don't like about the Avery labels. But it just depends on what you can get your hands on as well. You can always deal with whatever, right? But I do have to say, you do not have to use sticker paper at all. You can just print it off onto cardstock. You can print it off onto regular paper and just use glue. So you don't have to use sticker paper at all. This is just convenient, okay? But there's other options too. There's a full sheet of clear project paper. But this is fun. So you can have clear labels if you'd like. And you can also use, like here, shipping labels. This is a full sheet of clear shipping labels. You can also do a full sheet of white shipping labels. They're not as thick, but they're still out there. So then, the other options I pulled out. So if you, here's a perfect example. I printed one of my add-on digital papers onto clear shipping label paper, right? And so this is just fun. It's just fun. I'm gonna stick this back. It's just a fun thing to do. You don't have to do it. It's just fun, I think. So here it is on white shipping labels. So they come in all different sizes. These are oval labels. These are matte white, and these are linen textured. So those would probably be pretty cool. You can print digital paper on these. Printed, you know, your flowers, whatever it is that you want. You can't put, the labels won't print out on here, right? But anyway, there's all different types available. So usually they show you exactly, there's the actual size of the label, and it's got a linen texture. So that could be, these could be really fun to use in albums. So there's those, and then here's your standard little bitty white 2000 labels. You can print one of your background designs on there, and you have a whole sheet of just little tabs. Here's another one, address labels. That's the size of that. Those are white. Here's that size in clear. Here's 30 labels on clear, the same size labels on white. So look at your office supplies. You might be surprised at how many options you'll have and what fun stuff you can do with them. So I think that's really all I wanted to say about sticker paper. But I do have the scrapbook.com paper linked down below. It is the best value. It's just, you have to mark it. You kind of have to mark it, which is the front and which is the back. It cuts really easy. It doesn't gum up your scissors, and it sticks really nicely. And then the sticker paper, we'll have to try it soon. Try it with something and use it and see what we think. But the Avery will be linked, will be linked in my Amazon. So that's what I wanted to say about sticker paper. Okay, so now let's talk about moving this section onto this section. So I'm just going to take it right out from under here, like that, right? And I'm going to grab my elastic, the same elastic we used in the binding, and I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to guess 1, 2, a little bit more than 2. I really haven't decided what's the best way to tie this. If I do it like this, what's the knot going to look like? It's about the same, really. Well, let's give that a try. So, let's see if that's tight enough. So what you want to do is you want to take it and wrap it around one of your journals, like this. Well, it's not really a journal. One of your sections, like that, right? And then you want to remove this one as well. We're going to take this one off of the elastic. And we're going to take this part of the elastic here and we're going to slide it over top. Like that. So now we have these two sections on one elastic, and then we're going to take and slide one of these sections underneath the original elastic. So now we have both of these on one elastic. Okay, so now we're going to make two for this back elastic. Right, so everything is exactly the same. Right, here's the add-on photo mats is right here, and here's that middle elastic, and then here is the elastic we just added right here. Super easy, right? Okay, so should we go ahead and let's make another one of those. 1, 2. I don't know if I got enough extra there. So what we'll do is we'll just start off with the two covers. So we got one cover here. Right? I've got one cover there. I'm just trying to put the knot here on the outside. I don't know why. It's not going to matter. Right? And then we're going to add the second cover here. Like that. Doop, doop, doop. I don't want to pull too hard because there's not a bunch of layers there to protect it. So then you want to slide one of the set of covers up underneath the original elastic, and there we go. Now we have 2 covers on that elastic, right? Super, super simple. Okay, so the first one here, I want to do the printable ephemera stuff, like postcards and things that come with the scrap journal. So I wanted to make pages, and we'll start with the postcard because I've already got them cut out, but I don't know why I felt like I had to print it twice. But it comes with 4 pages of printable postcards. These are vintage postcards, and they're in 3 different sizes. So I've already cut out a whole set, and I wanted to have a section in here for these because I love using postcards. Also want a section in here for all the other ephemera, and I have removed all the ephemera from the prototype. So this is all stuff from the scrap journal. So I wanted to try to compensate, or I wanted to try to make the pages in here for all of this stuff. So I'm not sure how much time we're going to have to complete this, but so we've got 1, 2, 3, 4. Maybe we'll have this one in the middle or something like that. Let's do it like that. So let's just, this is the page we made. That one matches that perfectly. We're not going to put that one there, so let's do it like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'm going to slide these under here. All right. I need to ink that again. So the first thing I want to do is decide, I think for the postcards, all of the postcards that I have, I'm going to use the 4 slots. Whoops. The 4 slot mat for this page. So these are found in the scrap journal add-on, and I've already printed and cut out and prepped. I even notched the top there. I think that was a good idea. I wish I'd have done that in my prototypes. 1, 2, 3, 4. I've got 4 of these ready to go, so I'm going to put them in here. I'm going to go ahead and add them. I think I'll just add 1 and then 1 on camera, and then we'll do the rest off camera. I think I'll ink it edge up really fast. Let's do them all. I just used that circle punch, the 2.5 inch circle punch. I showed you that in the last video. So, have you guys been thinking about how many different ways and types of ephemera, folder holder, ephemera holder albums you're going to make? I mean, I want to put everything into one album, but I can't because it gets too thick. But we're going to start with what we've got. So we've got things that I use all the time, and then we got the printable things from the Basically Amazing. So we've got all the different little elements. We've got the add-on photo mats, and now we're going to do all the different little bits and pieces, the ephemera, this and that I have included in the scrap journal. Because the reason they're there in the first place is because there's something that I use a lot of when I create. A lot of tags, a lot of tickets and things like that. So let me know down there in the comments what you guys are thinking about making an ephemera folder for, ephemera album for. And also, I did want to kind of point out, you don't have to have a hardcover if you don't want. You can just have a bunch of loose ephemera folders, ephemera photo holders, ephemera journals. You can have a bunch of loose ones, and even with the elastic, you can have them just secured with elastic. Because I remember when I was working on my prototypes, when I was working on building the templates themselves, that's what I had done. I had made myself like a mock, like a, let's throw this together really quick. And I used that pretty much the whole time I was making some of the prototypes. So you can also, you don't have to have the hardcover, you can just have them individually on their own. I don't know if I mentioned that already. I can't remember everything that I've said. Okay, let me move these. And remember, if you're going to be sewing around the edges, just make sure that whatever you've got on the front of the page, you have the same thing on the back of the page, okay? That way it just makes it a lot easier to know that you've lined that up. All right. So this is Fabri-Tac. I'm going to run a bead all the way around the edge, except for the top. Can you see me? Okay. Then I'm going to go over top of this bottom slot, and over top of this one, over top of this one, and this one. Oops, I got a little crazy with my glue. Sorry about that, my camera shut off. I got a little crazy with my glue, so I'm just going to rub it off before I stick this down. So, on this first page here, I'm going to stick this down. Like that. Okay, so now I'm going to go ahead off camera and I'm going to stick 3 more down. So I'm going to stick one of these down on here, one on here, and one on here. And then I'll be right back. Okay, so I've got those. All 4 of those are in here, ready to go. So I was thinking, the original thought was to keep them separated by their page. So we'll see how long that lasts. But the big ones, I figured could go in the bottom 2 slots, like that. That way you can really see what you have. And then the medium ones, I figured they could share a slot, and maybe the small ones up top, like that. So this is what I was thinking, to try to keep them organized. You know, that's probably not going to last very long, but we're going to give it a go. Right? The glue might still be wet down here. I gotta be careful. And I have more from the other ephemera holder that I emptied out, so I'll have to get that out. These are great bases for ephemera. I really like them. I really like them a lot. And this way I don't have to use a vintage one every time, because I have a bunch of vintage ones too. I can just print it out and not worry about it. And there's this last page. You could split these up a little bit more if you wanted to, but I think this is good. Just like that. All right, let me grab the other ones that I had pulled out. Let's see what else in here. These are the ones I'd pulled out. Let's separate them out really quick from my other folder. I had to put them all on one page, I think, because I ran out of room. And some big ones. I don't think I have duplicates of, oh, no, it's not there. Okay. Alright. So, let's see, I have this one. And this one. That's the small one. That one. That one. That's not the, is that the same one? No, not at all. Not even close. Is that it? Is this one the medium one? It is. Okay. These are other elements that are part of the add-on scrap journal. Let me put these back. So right now we're just focused on the postcards. Next page. So you can see my printers are printing a little bit differently. That's okay, it happens all the time. Just a little bit different tone. That's not it. There we go. Is that it? Yeah, definitely a different tone, but that's okay. And then over here, it's like printing a lot lighter. This one's cool because you can see the embossed part from the original. You can see that in there. That's kind of cool. It's not embossed, it's completely flat, but you can definitely see it all the same. And then I got the smaller ones, the medium one. These are that size. Okay, and then the last set, got one of these, a couple of the small ones, that one, a couple of these small ones, and one of these. Okay, so now we've got all the ones that I've got printed out. I've got them in here. So much easier to find, so much more organized, ready to go. So when I want to grab a postcard, I just flip through to see which one works the best, and I go from there. I like it. I like it a lot. I didn't realize how much green was on this set of postcards. I may have done that on purpose. I don't remember. Okay, so we're not going to have time to talk about store-bought ephemera and vintage ephemera in this video, but I do want to kind of do a little bit more, because I think in this first set, this first section of this fin, this first journal section, I think I want to do oops, I'm not sure here what I'm doing. Hang on just a second. So this first section, I think I just want to do all of the printable stuff, all of the printable ephemera and extra little bits from the scrap journal. I want that to be in this first section, so I'm going to have to print some more pages to make pages, and then I think back here we'll do a section for printable envelopes and things. I think this is what I'm thinking. So what I'm going to do, instead of going ahead and printing a bunch of pages right now, I'm just going to put the next section I was going to put was going to be tags, the printable tags that come with the set of templates. And I think I'm going to use this one where it's 3 sections, but they're different sizes. I think I'll use this one for tags because there's several different sizes of tags in here. There's like this. Where's the one? Oh, is there more? Oh, hold on. I found some more envelopes. I mean, more postcards. What is going on here? There's some bunch of tags. Here's more postcards. Well, I'll have to add those in because look, I even made this one into a tag already. Isn't that cute? I think it is. So, I don't know why I thought I'd grabbed them all. That's very strange. There's some more. Is that it? So these are all things that are part of the add-on, the scrap journal add-on. So I want to have special sections for those because I think they're going to be really, really useful for all projects. So I'm going to have to add these into here. But the tags, there's several different sizes of tags. So there's this size tag. There's this super tall size tag. And then there are shorter tags. Oh, these might not work good. Let's see. Maybe. So if I have these here, I could print more of this off, more of that size off if I needed to. Okay, what was I thinking here? What was I thinking? I have this size. Those will fit fine. Okay, so we'll use 1 or 2 pages of this, and then we'll have to change it up to a different page. But okay, so that's my plan. And then there's a 1 page that has these little tickets, and I thought that would be good for up in the top there. So I'll do 2 pages of this size right here in front, and then I'll have to change it up. So you just, whatever you need to do. You can also add little strips. Maybe I'll show you how to do that too. Let's put this down. I'm going to attach it down, and then I'll show you something that I think is kind of fun. So when you printed these off, you're going to have bits that you cut off of your vellum, and I saved all those, and I'm going to show you something you can do with them. Don't throw them away. So again, we're going to go all the way around 3 sides with my Fabri-Tac. I am holding my glue. I have it upside down right now because it's super thick. I need to thin it out a little bit, but I haven't had time. And I didn't want to wait forever on my glue to come down every time. So I've got it upside down in a jar. Okay. So we've got these 3 pockets, right? So we've got all of these, I've got all of these strips from when we cut these pieces down. So one of the times we cut the pieces down, it should be the exact width of the mat. So I'm going to take that piece and I'm going to attach it down here at the bottom. And then maybe we could put some of these little small tags in here like that. What do you think? I think that's a good idea. And those are a little taller, a little taller. Do I only have one of the small tags? Interesting. But so that might be an easy way, an easy fix for this, so that we can still use this page as tags and things. So let's do that. So since it's the same width, again, we're going to put glue on 3 sides. And you can do this, you can do it this way if you didn't want to print off your mats, you can do it this way. Just take strips of paper. This is vellum paper. Just take strips and cut them down to size and attach them down however you want them. Because that's probably what we're going to do for things like little postage stamps. Canceled postage, or what do they call that? Like canceled postage stamp. Well, I guess it could be called that. Right, so I'm just going to lay it right here on the bottom. And that just adds another additional pocket for our little tags. Right? So our big tags can go in here. I don't know if I'll have both of these tags in here, but we can. Why not? And then our taller tags can go in here. Some are paper, some are not. I should probably really wait for this to dry, the glue, or I'll be pulling them out. Let's just go ahead and stick them all in here. And then my little tickets from another page we can put here. I mean, there's going to be several little spots like that, so we don't have to put them there. There's another one of the tall ones, a couple more of these, right? And then this little guy can go there. So yeah, I think that's a great idea. I like that. So I obviously have a lot more stuff I need to put into pockets. So I am off camera. I will do that, and then the next video when we come back, I will show you exactly what I did, because it's just more of the same. Ooh, look what happened. It's just more of the same. So we want to make sure that, let's put the heavier, taller part on the left side. So we'll have it like this. It's just more of the same, and I don't want to bore you half silly. So, but yeah, I like this. And if it's too tall for that little bitty short thing, you can just turn it to its side and do just like that. So yeah, that's a good idea. We might have to do that for some of the other things, but yeah. So we'll just stop this video here, and when we come back in the next video, I'll just flip through and show you everything that I did, and then we'll talk about some more stuff. Yeah, and hopefully I'll be more prepared for this next section, because not this section, but the next section, because I do want to fill this with the vintage envelopes and inserts, because I have one, I already have in this prototype. I made a small version, which is this is the B-size album. I made a small version and it's super packed. So I think I will take them out of here and maybe make a bigger section. Like these are the build embellishments and this is the A size, and that it's a lot more roomy. You know, I have a lot more room for all of the different little bits. So I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm not 100% certain on that, but that's, I'm thinking maybe. Or I might make a bigger section, a bigger set of pages for this book versus this book. So we'll see. I haven't decided, so don't hold me to anything just yet. But I will see you next time. So be sure to give me a thumbs up if you like the video. Be sure to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And don't forget to turn on the bell notification thingamabob. And I will see you next time. Bye.